Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? Yesterday we were discuss about construction of racemic and enantiomer right fragment, that is a DE ring system of Van B. As we know that right fragment ring we have already seen the structure of Van B. There are 5, total are 6 rings, but 5 rings are named because one is a common ring, that is a D. So A, B, C, D, E. So right fragment D we have discussed in our previous lecture, that is the scheme number 7. Stereo selective installation means protection of the C21 stereo selective through a ketone-ketone aldol reaction, and that is very important how we got that structure up to the 40 that we have discussed. So remaining part of the reagent and condition, what that condition are employed in it, that we are going to see today's lecture. Let's begin with that one. So here the reagent and the condition which we have used during the scheme number 7 that we are going to discuss over here. So let's see the reagent and the conditions. Reagents and conditions. Reagents and conditions. Reagent and conditions. The A reagent which we have used in this particular synthesis is a Br catechol. Br catechol. Br catechol borane. Br catechol borane, which was used about 3.5 equivalent, and the solvent used is a DCM dichloromethane CH2Cl2. Temperature were kept 50 degrees centigrade, and this reaction was stored for 3 hours, and the second reagent which we have used is the TiPSCl, that is a triisopropylacetyl chloride, which was taken 2.0 equivalent, and the imidazole, which was taken near about 6.0 equivalent, and the solvent is used as DMF dimethylformamide. Then temperature is room temperature 25 degrees centigrade, and this the compound were added plus minus 35, that racemic mixture, and the percentage of yield is obtained 70% for 2 steps. And then pure enantiomer plus 36 compound was obtained in 85% overall yield for 2 steps. And here some of the reagent like this one DMF and the imidazole. So, let us see the full form and what we can call it as a structure of imidazoles over here. So, TiPSCl means the full form of that TiPSCl is nothing but as a triisopropyl silyl chloride, that is the full form of that triisopropyl structure, triisopropyl, here silicon, triisopropyl means IPR3Cl, in short you can write like this, or propyl group you might be triisopropyl silyl chloride, this one, or here you can write here like this and Cl. This is the structure of triisopropyl. 1, 2, 3 groups are there, or let me silicon, it is belonging to as a carbon family Cl, this is known as a silyl chloride, and here you attach the 3-isopropyl group, they are like this, and this is the structure of this one triisopropyl silyl chloride. Then imidazole, you might be knowing as a pyrazole structure. Pyrazole means imidazole structure is this one, N, pyrrole, you know that, and this is a not this one, double bond here and double bond equivalent to that. This is a imidazole structure which containing as a this 2 bond. So, this is a slightly basic than the pyrazole. Then DMF is nothing but, here I am writing DMF is nothing but as a dimethyl formamide, and the structure of it, this one, there are 2 methyl groups attached to that nitrogen and 1 fermyl group, C double bond O, and one of the methyl group cis 2 carbonyl group, and that is the structure of DMF, dimethyl formamide, and rest of the thing you know that. Let us see the next structure. What is it? Next one is a C, that is a IBX reagent, that is oxidizing reagent, which was taken near about 3.0 equivalent, followed by DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, then 50 degree centigrade. The reaction is stirred for 4 hours and the racemic mixture were obtained 37 and overall yield is 90%, and pure enantiomer compound is getting as a 38, near about 81%. So, this is a reagent which is used in this particular system, and they got this one. Now, here DMSO used as an solvent in this particular reaction. Let us see DMSO means what? What would be the structure of DMSO? And this acronym generally used over here. DMSO means a dimethyl sulfoxide. This is known as a dimethyl sulfoxide. This is a dimethyl sulfoxide, and the structure of it is this one, CS3, S double bond O, CS3. This is a structure of dimethyl sulfoxide. There is a DMS means dimethyl sulfide, dimethyl sulfide, this one, dimethyl sulfide. Remember this is a sulfoxide, and now this is oxidized form. Sulfide means it will be the reduced form. So, the structure should be CS3S and this CS3. Sometime DMS also used in another word, that is a dimethyl sulfate. Dimethyl sulfate. Now, look at here, sulfate, sulfoxide. Dimethyl sulfate means like this, dimethyl, this one. Here O, yes, double bond O, O and this CS3. This is a dimethyl sulfate, means sometime it is written as like this CS3, then twice SO4. Dimethyl sulfate is a structure, and this CS3 twice CS, or this CS3 twice SO, like this. So, you should know the structure and their. So, let us see the another reagents which we were used during the scheme number 7, that is D. Here D reagent, that is TiCl4, titanium tetrachloride, which were used 1.0 mole in DCM CH2Cl2 dichloromethane, 1.2 equivalent taken, 1.2 equivalent were taken, and triethylamine, which was taken 3.0 equivalent in CH2Cl2 DCM, and the temperature changes to 78 degree centigrade to minus 30 degree centigrade, and the reaction were stirred for 30 minutes. Then acetone, and which was taken about 10 equivalent, temperature were kept minus 90 degrees centigrade, and this reaction was stirred for 12 hours, and the percentage of that racemic mixture will be obtained 9:1 DR, diastereomeric racemic mixture, that is diastereomer racing. And the next reagent which was used is here E, that is a TeSO-TF. TeSO-TF means triethyl sulfonate triflate. That is a reagent which were used near about 3.0 equivalent, followed by 2.6 plutonium which was taken 5.0 equivalent. The temperature were changed 78 degree centigrade to minus 40 degree centigrade, and this reaction was stored for 1 hour, and the racemic mixture plus minus 39 were obtained, approximately 81% very high yield for the two steps, and plus 40 pure enantiomeric compound 40 were obtained near about 73% for the two steps, and these are the reagents which were used during the scheme number 7, which is stereo selective installation of the C21 stereo center through a ketone-ketone aldol reaction. So, it was only after considerable experiment that we discovered that the most expedient method to install the requisite tertiary alcohol containing side chain in the growing molecule was through a ketone-ketone aldol reaction. This is a speciality of this scheme, where the side chain is attached to the ring number E by using these specific reagents. A process that also provided excellent diastereo selection. Thus, starting with methoxydiol plus minus 15 and methoxydiol plus minus 34, TIPS triisopropyl plus minus 35 and plus 36 means enantiopure 36 were prepared. Bromocatechol boron TIPSCl imidazole 70% yield for plus minus 35, 85% yield for plus 36. The lower yield for plus minus 35 reflects difficulties with its rather insoluble demethylated triol precursor and subjected to IBX oxidation in DMSO to afford diketones plus minus 37 with 90% yield and plus 38 with 81% yield respectively. And it is noteworthy, or it is noteworthy to point out that while IBX in DMSO performed well in this reaction, other oxidants such as PCC, pyridium chlorochromate, DMP and TPAP, NMO resulted in little or no conversion, presumably due to the lack of reactivity the diol in the solvents employed, that is CH2Cl2 or CH2 methanol, CH2Cl2, DCM oblique methanol mixture as a result of strong intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Apparently, the combination of IBX oblique DMSO results in the breakdown of these prohibiting hydrogen bonding and rapid oxidation to the diketone with no observable accumulation of the singly oxidized intermediates by TLC or NMR spectroscopic analysis. TLC, thin layer chromatography, NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance, and with diketones, racemic mixture 37 and enantiomer structure 38 in hand, they attempted the intended carbon-carbon bond formation through the aldol reaction with acetone. The ketone-ketone aldol coupling reaction is used less frequently in synthesis as opposed to its more commonly employed ketone aldehyde counterpart due to the less reactive nature of the ketone functionality as an electrophile and the propensity of the aldol product to undergo retro-aldol and or beta elimination. We improvised against these possible predicants by choosing to employ a titanium enolate which is known to possess high nucleophilicity and low basicity, prepared from diketone racemic mixture 37 or enantiomer 38 with titanium tetrachloride and triethylamine in dichloromethane at minus 78 degrees centigrade in conjunction with a large excess of acetone 10 equivalent at very low temperatures minus 92 degrees centigrade. Indeed, under these conditions, we were pleased to observe the formation of the desired aldol products as their TES derivatives, means triethyl silyl derivatives, or TESOTF means triethyl sulfonate, triethyl silyl triflate 2,6-lutetium in good yield and diastereo selectivity plus minus 39, 81% yield for the 2 steps. DR approximately 9:1 plus 40, that is 73% yield for the 2 steps. DR approximately 9:1. With the C121 stereo center set, we turn our attention to establishing the C25 and C26 hydroxy group in their correct stereochemical configurations. This was accomplished through a rather simple protocol conducted as depicted in scheme number 8, and that's scheme number 8 which we were going to discuss in our, I think whatever we have seen all about the description regarding this, which were the construction of racemic and enantiomer right fragment DE ring system of Vanusul B. In scheme number 7, stereo selective installation of the C21 stereo center through a ketone-ketone aldol reaction. The main point to remember here, which is ketone-ketone aldol reaction, and everybody knowing the aldol reaction, because there is a formation of new carbon-carbon bond, and therefore for synthetic point of view, aldol condensation reaction is very, very important as far as the synthetic organic chemistry is concerned, and that utility or the application generally applied here during this synthesis while maintaining the proper stereochemistry, and that's why this one has a great aldol reaction, has given great contribution toward the synthetic organic chemistry, and therefore during the construction of such natural products in any way, in some of the natural product, this aldol approach are generally helpful to construct the complicated molecule or the complex molecule which are useful as a drug or medicinal point of view. And therefore, this by using this principle we can achieve, we can construct the desired product. So that is the discussion which we were discuss over here about that scheme number 7. Here stereo selective. Stereo selective means what? At that particular point we have introduced, we have installed or we protected the C21, which is a chiral center, stereo center through a ketone-ketone aldol reaction, chiral center. And therefore, it has great importance because we generated one of the chiral center by using the ketone-ketone aldol reaction while synthesizing the right fragment D ring system, which we were discussed in the scheme number 7. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss the remaining schemes. It's what are the reagents and the conditions used there and how it can be applied, or in future how we can use that one that we have discussed. So, I think with this brief introduction, brief description about this scheme number 7, and in a future means tomorrow's lecture, we will discuss about the scheme number 8, that is a construction of the completed northeastern fragment of the originally assigned structure of Van-Ussel B in racemic plus minus 27 that and the enantiomer plus 27 forms that we will discuss in our next lectures. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.